Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned to finish off the series between Curious and Dominator.
We are indeed back. Dominator, our man, he is up 3-1 in this series over Curious. Thankfully, at the end of our last video, Curious manages to regain some form.
In a very crazy USA mirror.
It was a nuts USA mirror, indeed. Missile Defender drops form, Missile Defender drops. Curious coming out ahead. So 3-1 is the score. Dominator will be spawning in as our China Nuke.
And Curious will be the GLA Vanilla at the north. Going to be a terrorist being sent forward here. This is, of course, no cars. Probably no bugs as well. But it's nice to send the terrorists out. Against the China, there's a pretty big chance they'll go for the forward supplies, in which case then you can take down a truck, take out a dozer, maybe even just go for the war factory, camp some production.
Can we just check the power plant? I've got a bad feeling that it might be vanilla. No, that's all right. It was a nuke. Okay. I just had a bad feeling that I might have misread the situation as the command center was being sold off. You have such limited time to be able to do much, but I'm glad I was right. In the goes for the wall-offs, does Dominator, which is actually going to work out in his favor here because the one random terrorist will not find his way into the worker line.
If there was two terrorists, he could actually just blow up the power plant. He actually may not get a connection here.
No, he's not.
Good kiting by the Battle Master.
Nicely played. Well cleaned up. Does buy a little bit of time though. And the Nuke Battle Master obviously not going to be putting on too much forward aggression, and the standard 3 tunnel networks are now down for Curious. So our players have both started off in ideal scenarios. It's up to them to try and pull ahead now.
Battle Master and a Dragon Tank on the left will get scouted pretty early on by the worker. Terrorist, or rather the technical, forced to back away here once it sees the Nuke Battle Master on approach.
Pretty dangerous combination here with both the Nuke Battle Master and the Dragon Tank. It's very hard to pop against this. However, Scorpions are going to be ideal. I was going to say, not fantastic against when it comes to popping quads, but popping Scorpions certainly will work.
There's no rockets just yet, but still 2, and especially with a technical as well, can take that one down. Technical is destroyed there. The scrap was denied as well. So good defense so far from Curious. He has a really nice tunnel placement here. 1 on the left, 2 in the middle, and the right, especially with the garrisons in the middle for defense. So he has good map control here. Dominator looking to punish the right side. So long as the Scorpions evac out on time, they should be fine. That being... Oh, what? Curious, bro. You were right there next to the supplies. That's a fine. He'll get this Nuke Battle Master as well.
Not going to lose one. Scorpions, quite resilient. Not going to be going down to some ridiculous... Do you not enjoy scrap? Do you not want rockets? Curious, you don't like rockets. Are rockets not a thing that you enjoy?
That's 2 for 2. Okay, he got one there. I think it was an accident. Yeah. Eventually he's like, damn, I got straight from my Scorpion now.
And before he focus fires the scrap Scorpion, it's just, no, it's not
punishment.
on that. Yeah, punishment for it. I do love Scorpions with rocket play against a China Nuke. Very, very quick to burst down those individual Nuke Battle Masters. Can really easily cause friendly fire damage unless you're on point on your micro.
Dominator's lost a lot of units. He's thrown away, I think, about 5 tanks in total now.
We haven't even seen Curious lose a Scorpion.
Oh, Helix, though. Nice mix. Doesn't look like there's any quads here. Good timing as well. Curious getting the middle supply here. Maybe the Helix can destroy this one. There is a RPG in that building, but it shouldn't be able to deny the Helix there from doing anything.
Sounded an oil kappa here. The Helix is actually going to go aggressive, and that's dangerous. There's at least 1 quad out in the field, and RPG is going to be popped as well. The Helix micro nicely is going to focus down the quad, but there's more production coming out, and gets the Rebel as well. Very nicely microed.
He denies this one. He can't destroy the tunnel or the oil derrick in time, though. He will fly out of here. He's going to have to repair himself on the airfield. Has the propaganda center now, looking for most likely a quick Lotus for the oil cap. There's obviously a barracks for the Helix, so he has the Lotus as an option. See some quads being mixed in now. He will need more than the 2.
A few RPGs as well, of course, going to be an option. Quite a slow heal rate on that airfield for the Helix. Got a lot of health to heal up, so that's a bit of time to build up that quad count.
If only the Helix pulled some SCVs for a repair galore.
Yeah, I mean that would be ideal, wouldn't it, Machine?
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Alright, Scorpions are pushing out with the support of 3 quads. But we actually have an Overlord and an ECM, so I really love this quick tech up. Because if Curious overcommitted into quads, then you have the Nuke Overlords there to punish them. 4 Scorpions, they can probably fight this one. Oh, goes for the ECM. Nice work here. Helix swooping in as well. There's only 2 quads left, but actually a quad pop as well in the back. There goes the Helix, and the Overlord still survives for now. Should be able to kite this one away.
Yeah, taking a bit of damage. Second one's going to turn up just in time. Oh, the fadeaway rocket's not going to be enough here, Machine, and the Overlord should be able to get some work done. Unlucky micro there. Dominator really should have been microing the ECM properly. You can avoid so much damage from those Scorpion rockets if the ECM is there for the deflection. And instead we saw just snipe straight away. The ECM goes down instantly. So a little bit unfortunate. However, the Nuke Overlord survived. That is the key thing. Sneaky caps.
Yeah, with a nice Rebel bike, going to be taking that one away from the Lotus. The other oil obviously captured as well by a Rebel. So Curious still has a 3rd supply. Looking great in the economy, but there's 4 Overlords and an ECM for support. Can he hold this army out? He really needs to get a Jarman, but I don't see any Palace. A little bit delayed there. He was kind of bank. Oh, he loses an Overlord though to that house. I guess he was banking a lot in having that big quad Scorpion mix, and it couldn't quite keep the Overlords at bay. Throws away a few more of his units.
On the plus side, at least Curious has now seen the unit composition. It's so hard. You don't know if there's another Helix in production, or if it's more Overlords or more ECMs to work out what your production's going to be. You've just got to make a decision. You only have 1 arms dealer production, so you've got to make a choice in what you're coming out with. And unfortunately, he goes for quads, and it's a bit of a mistake because there are a lot of Nuke Battle Masters at his door.
It's the reason why Battle Buses are so good, is because Battle Buses, they're good against Overlords and Helixes as well. They're not amazing against Helixes, but they're a lot better than what quads are against Overlords. Or Scorpions at what are against Helixes.
Yeah, and the production's certainly going to be limited here, Machine. With the barracks going down, that means no RPG production coming in here from Curious, short of actually going for tunnel networks. Could be a GG. I mean, I don't know how this overall army is stopped, Machine.
He's GLA vanilla, so he doesn't have anything cheesy like a Demo Rebel ambush or a Toxin Rebel ambush. He doesn't really have much left. He's going for a bit of a counter-attack, actually. There's going to be a Carpet Bomb. No split here for Curious. Little bit late there with the split. Loses all of his Scorpions
Very
bar
nicely
1.
played by Dominator. That was a sacrificial Battle Master. Second Arms Dealer going to be sniped down as well. The sacrificial Battle Master goes in, and Curious thinks, "Oh, look, a Battle Master. Fantastic. I'll snipe that one down." Just in time, but it was just a cover for that Carpet Bomb coming out, and a fantastic cover here from Dominator. Doesn't have a big army at home, so it's a pretty decent delay by using this mine drop.
Lotus recaps the oil. Well, is this a Tech Terror, perhaps? Yeah, it is. But the Overlords are too fast. Even the ECMs as well are kited. Nice try by Curious, but trying isn't the best. However, bit of a concave of the Scorpions. The ECM does get disabled, or rather destroyed.
Yeah, no Gatling upgrades, so entirely reliant on these nuke shells to be able to snipe down the terrorists, and they are starting to go down. All of these Nuke Overlords going to be firing now, but it looks like they will go down eventually. I mean, maybe this is so... this is beautifully microed by Dominator. He's just continually kiting with the low Overlord and forcing the army to engage into the other 2.
Yeah, the low one was just always out of reach of the Scorpions there, so having to retarget, not very good there when the Overlords have so much health, and one of them's Vet 2, Vet 1 on the other one as well here, so this is a scary army, and that is the thing about the Nuke Overlords, is they actually counter everything, apart from a Jarman.
Finally, the Jarman has showed up, indeed, Machine, not a Jarman. We saw an entire GLA army. Well,
goes to the Overlord there. Yeah. Maybe could have tried to crush the workers, but that's the safer play to make. There's a lot of RPGs here. Overlords, they're good against RPGs, but they're not fantastic when there's that many of them. A little bit overkill there, crushing the worker with an overlord.
When was the last time you saw a worker crush with an overlord machine? It's been a while for me.
Meanwhile, though, there's still the middle supply. There's still the oil. So this game isn't actually that bad here for Curious, especially if this overlord can get sniped by the Jarman.
It certainly looks that way, machine. The overlord clearly looking to do something. Lotus is going to arrive and actually get the reveal on the Jarman here.
But the overlord still can't get the Jarman, even with the detection. He's trying to path through. He can't fit.
It's over.
Oh, man.
Salute.
You could not get a better Jarman snipe on the supply line where you already have an abundance of workers just waiting for an overlord.
If anything, that was probably a polite move by Dominator. It's like, okay, I realize this overlord's going down. How would you like it right next to your workers in a tunnel?
Maybe he's trying to negotiate like a peace treaty.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, we'll sign a no fire.
Technology for peace treaty, or
Yeah. Okay, Helix going in though. There's a quad. Dominator with the counter. He goes now for the Helix when the overlord there is vulnerable. That being said, the Helix takes a lot of damage. He's gonna have to fly through a tunnel. There's no way to escape this one here.
Oh, another Helix. I don't know if this is ideal, machine. The battle bus production has certainly started and it is in full swing. A lot of counters on the field for this Helix. These Helixes, Helixi. Words.
I don't know what this Helix is doing here. I think he was trying to regroup with his buddy and use the heal, but gonna rally towards his death. He maybe could have machine gunned down the workers, but doesn't even do that. He's just sitting there, man. This is a little bit anticlimactic. It's taking a long time to kill it because it's regenning the health because of the prop tower.
That's just one quad as well. Jarman fighting another snipe onto the overlord. All of a sudden, the composition from Dominator not looking fantastic, especially if he gives away another overlord here. Again, the supply is going to be sniped, though. We haven't seen Curious actually manage to find a cell yet.
Yeah, he drops an RPG off the firewall, though, may get the Jarman as well as the RPG. Both of them go down. Nice firewall there. He damages his own overlord, but of course, that's okay. It's still available there for the capturing of either player.
Yeah, that was nicely played.
Preemptively ECMing it. But the other overlord's here as well. And that means the ECMs aren't actually disabling for the battle bus. Oh, and this is going to end badly. The overlord's still there. Outpost going in on his own.
It's going to be the mine drop machine.
Mine dropping? Oh no, I thought he was going to mine drop the overlord.
Yeah, I did as well.
The overlord just tanks every mine. And a troop crawler. Ah, clever. But you would have to rely on the ECM for the disable because he can cart you after that.
Yeah.
That, and if there's a Jarman in the battle bus, the troop crawler won't end too well.
Yeah, the red guard ambush doesn't work out too well for Dominator, and he's going to start losing production. It's the War Factory going down now, though there's a Dragon tank that Dominator's managed to sneak through into the supply line, so at least preventing too much economy coming in for Curious. We'll be able to replenish this army.
Double oil as well here for Dominator. He's had this for a while, actually. Was he the rebel going for the cap? But this is a really close game. Looks like the army's very small here for Dominator. But he does have the prop center still. Has the airfield. How much cash does he have? He's got about 4,000.
It's not a bad amount.
Not enough to go for nuke migs, though. Needs a lot more than that.
And there's the arty strike. We're going to have to at least take out all of the workers. One of these oil derricks is going to be recaptured by Curious. Curious also having retaken his primary supply.
Still pretty good spread of tunnels, though, from Curious. It's going to be really hard for Dominator to push out, especially with the helixes. That's what happened, I think, was the problem there, was the Dominator, he went out with his helixes, but there was tunnels all over the map, so it meant the quads could pop from anywhere. There was no way that helix was going to retreat. I actually didn't see what happened to that bunker helix, but I can only assume it would have got destroyed as it tried to fly home through a tunnel. Well, over a tunnel. Not through a tunnel.
Yeah.
That would definitely result in the helix being destroyed.
I don't know, it depends how good of a flyer you are, Machine.
I've seen some crazy videos of like Battlefield 3 where they fly the jets through all these crazy obstacles. Yeah. Oh, what was that about?
That's not a mine drop. Oops. Oopsies. Oops, Dominator.
Do you think that was a misclick there for a mine drop?
That was certainly a misclick, Machine. That was 100% a misclick. His mine drop is on cooldown. I don't understand how you do that. It's not like they're right next to each other or the plane gets confused halfway in. It's not really worth the EMP just to stop the tunnel from popping, but...
Well, maybe it is, though.
I don't know.
You know, maybe he really wants to destroy this tunnel.
Yeah.
Because it will actually open up the old Derek. So
And he does have a very
maybe that's the
small army.
strat.
Yeah, I certainly see what you're saying, Machine.
That being said, though, Overlord and the Quad will deny the old Derek of Dominator. So even if he trades that 1-for-1, not worth it there because he lost the EMP. And that does leave Dominator vulnerable to a sneak attack from Curious, especially with the Overlords pushing out. And you want to have the EMP defensively against the sneak attack. It's a very good counter to it. Lotus going to be buying some time here for the Overlord to finish off the battle bus. This supply has been mining for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the drops on the map and I assumed that Curious had restarted it, but I don't know what's going on with it. I mean, that carpet bomb came through, though, just before you have to remember the machine, so, yeah. It's obviously just restarted, but it wasn't mining fantastically. Can the tunnel snipe come through?
No,
Negative.
almost.
Yeah, I'd say the oil trade probably goes in Curious's favor here. It's easier for the GLA to mine that middle supply with the current mobility that he has.
This Overlord's very vulnerable to a Jarman snipe. Actually disabling. There we go. The Overlord gets shut down. Is there no Jarman? Oh, there's the Jarman there.
Yeah.
And once again, Dominator.
Where's your troop crawler at?
Where's your infantry there for the recaps?
They're chilling on the other side after having taken out the...
oh, yeah, that's where they were.
Yeah.
Okay, so a pretty big misplay here. That's 2 Overlords now for Curious.
It's going to be a third. The other one's just chilling here, Machine. It's probably not going to get out on time. It's going to try and snipe down the tunnel network here. Jarman will find another snipe. The snipe's up in about 5 seconds.
How good are you, Blake?
3, 2, 1. Now I'm thinking I might have erred on the side of like a little bit longer than 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure it should be up. Come on.
Because I know your timing of League of Legends abilities are always on point.
Apparently, mate. Yeah. So
There we
now
go.
Jarman's going for
So
it.
you're a little bit
Well,
off.
I don't know whether it was off or whether Curious was just microing elsewhere because the Jarman wasn't moving. And the Jarman should have been closer to the Overlord in that scenario, so...
Okay, Lotus reveals a Jarman, the Overlord running for his life. Lotus looking for another cap now. Actually, a radar van's in a fantastic spot for the arms dealer. Will reveal the Lotus. Should get wind of this, and the radar van's moving in with the Overlord to finish it off.
Nice.
Overlord can actually crush the Lotus. That's a fun little fact. The hero units can get crushed by Overlords, because Overlords can crush...
Whatever they want.
Yeah, and then crush tanks. And workers too. I don't think there's anything else that can crush vehicles. No, there's not.
Thors can crush vehicles. So.
Thors can.
Yeah.
So, same with the Allied assault destroyers as well. They can definitely crush, especially when you use the black hole armor. I think it's called. Very very efficient there. But anyway, battle bus. A lot of damage here with the rockets.
The other one almost being shut down. There we go. Double ECMs are going to be enough. Takes 2 ECMs to be a Jarman, and even then you don't get the Overlord back. Gonna have to blow that one up.
Okay, now we have the Red Guard.
Yeah. Red Guard are fantastic here.
Battle bus having to retreat here. So is there any supplies? Whoa, there's no supplies left. There's the middle supplies here for Dominator, and that's it. Where this one, it's still mining. Wow, it has a lot left as well. How much is this? 9,000.
And it's like, where's your production at, Dominator?
Man, Dominator is losing this
He's sold off
game.
enough buildings to get like these supplies up and running again.
Crushes the worker. Nice,
Yeah,
nice
well
stuff
played.
there. This is actually a little bit disappointing from Dominator because I think he's going to lose this game just because he's given Curious so many Overlords there, not having enough infantry support for the Overlords. And the Dozer got sniped as well.
Yeah, and Jarman's been sniping away. This is pretty brutal.
Oh,
yeah, it's a
wow.
GG. Dominator goes down.
Not the best game there from Dominator. Curious, he played well, but I feel like he wouldn't have had done so well if Dominator just didn't keep feeding him Overlords.
For breakfast.
Yeah,
Lunch
it's
and
like
dinner.
whenever
Yeah.
Blake tries to play his promo series, there's just like, why are you feeding?
Why so many feeders here? Right. I'm getting the official scoreboard ready. Takes a bit of a pre-coding here. I'm thinking Hopefully this didn't get in my bloodstream. We're thinking, we're just trying to get it so it's more erasable. You would think whiteboard markers would be erasable, but you would be wrong. You would be incorrect. We might as well have bought permanent markers.
Yeah, we've had some problems with our setup here. I mean, maybe it's because whiteboard markers aren't designed for laminate. But I don't know. They should be. Like, what's the difference?
No,
really?
I should definitely go in and complain that my whiteboard marker isn't working on laminate. Just
yeah.
And make sure I complain to the lowest member of the retail store.
The 14-year-old at the checkout.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's how you get what you want.
It certainly is.
Yeah. So it's what, 3-2?
No, 4. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's 3-2.
No. Oh no, 3. Yeah, it was 3-1.
Yeah, 3-2.
So it's 3-2. Yeah.
This is game number 6 that we're doing, of the best of 9. All right,
we're good, man. How about production quality and the added bonus with an A4 piece of paper? The machine's eyes feel a lot safer than they did previously. He's a big fan. And I'm a big fan of Curious spawning in as our USA. Vanilla!
Well, there's no point casting this game. This is going to be a 5-minute bash because Dominator is Air Force. We have a tendency to exaggerate things, but let's be honest. Dominator's going to win this game.
We know what's going to happen. We know what's going on. Curious is going to have to pull out something big. Dominator spawning in was the Air Force. It's just not a good time.
Like, someone explained to me in great detail why Laser Crusaders aren't terrible. Because I said in one of the other casts that they're terrible and the Humvees are better in every way. And, you know, again, it was very hyperbolic. I didn't actually mean that. Yeah. There are a few uses for them. Whoa!
Yeah, big plays. This is how you play against Air Force.
Big plays indeed. It's not going to be scouted as well, though. Not sure if he would have seen the Chinook drop incoming. We have actually a very quick airfield. Not going to be a war factory. King Raptors one-shot Chinooks. One of the most broken things about this matchup. And a fire base.
He saw the dozer coming in.
Right. Yeah.
He saw the dozer going to the Chinook and then assumed this is what it was going to be.
Nice.
So good play. And another barracks. Yeah. Dominator has played the game of 0 hour. He knows what's coming.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look, I'm pretty sure. He knows what's going on. Plus, this dozer is going to get laser locked down. That's unfortunate as well.
Yeah, clever play, though. The dozer looking for some crushes if there was ranges, which normally there is ranges. So now it may just come down to who has the most flashbangs. But even then, actually, it'll probably just come down to who has the most Chinooks. And since King Raptors will one-shot Chinooks, then it'll be the Air Force General.
Yeah. Air Force will just straight out win this because...
because of this.
Because Dominator saw it coming, because King Raptors one-shot Chinooks, and because there's point laser defense, and... I mean, there are a lot of reasons.
And Chinooks are cheaper.
Yeah, and because in any USA vs USA kind of base attack like this, you're going to lose out because every time you kill a building, they get more ranges.
Yeah.
You destroy a building, you're like, yes! I've destroyed a building, and it's like, there are 3 more ranges from the power plant, or there are 4 more ranges, or... At
least the broodlings in StarCraft, at least they expire after time, man. Like, they die. These ranges, they vet up, man.
They do not, yeah. This get even worse.
The Firebase, building another one here. So we have flashbangs from Dominator, but for Curious as well. So it's a lot of it to do with the numbers, and it's definitely in the advantage of Dominator. And just the fact that Chinooks are cheaper. If you're building 2 Chinooks, it's $700 cash. So you're always behind against Air Force. It's because their Chinooks cost less than you. And then, yeah, and now he's pulling Chinooks. Like, why do we even bother casting this game, honestly? I guess it's just, there's just no way you can win this, apart from, like, Avenger dropping. You can Avenger drop. You know, that's kind of what you can do.
Pew, pew, pew.
But I think, yeah, it was because Dominator scouted this as well.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
But...
and how quickly do King Raptors kill barracks?
Is it 1 or is it 2?
Nah, it's 2, I'm pretty sure, but...
Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah. GG!
Well, that was... Yay! Balance.
Don't you love it when we're a right machine? I don't really, so...
Yeah. Man, that is just... That's not even funny. It's just...
But yeah, to be completely fair, Dominator saw that coming and played very well as a response to that, so... Certainly is an all-in strategy.
How's the erasing front going?
I mean, it's better than it could be, machine, but it's still not great. So essentially Australia's internet situation at the moment. So at least we're getting NBN, but it could be better.
Well, game number 7 now. Dominator 1 match away from winning. He'll be the GLA Demolition. Curious will be the GLA Vanilla. It's kind of unfair that you're not doing faction SWAT.
That they're not doing faction swaps?
Yeah, because I'm sure Curious feeling a little bit victimized.
Yeah, to some degree. He's got GLA again, though. It's probably a good thing. He won on GLA previously and actually played a really nice game. Couple of mistakes. His Palace Tech was a bit late, but overall, I'd say a pretty solid GLA player. Now we've got our first GLA mirror of the best of 9.
Would you prefer demo or vanilla?
Demo or vanilla?
Yeah.
In this scenario?
Yeah.
I'm a demo man. So,
What was that?
Huh? I like using less terrorists to blow things up, so just in case I miscalculate, I normally err on the side of blowing up buildings.
Well, it does give you a bit more options as well, because you would need 5 terrorists to blow up a GLA supply or a GLA arms dealer. So then you can put a worker in. If you're demo, then you can have... I'm not sure if it's 3 terrorists for a GLA building, but it would definitely, at the most, be 4. And then you have 1 slot for a worker, so you can try and build a tunnel somewhere. Gives you a bit more options. I mean, there's a lot of other things too. You don't get sneak attack as demo. You don't get hijackers and saboteurs. Oh no!
Oh no.
Such disadvantage. But then also your tanks cost slightly more. The Scorpions and Busters, I think, cost more. So it's actually much more balanced than Air Force General versus USA.
Not a terribly imba matchup. No, the worker's going to be denied. I was going to say, I was hoping that that Dominator would let it finish just for the swag points of using the demo trap to blow up the tunnel network.
I like how there's actually a terrorist here just waiting for a technical to drive past, hoping that Dominator wouldn't be watching and it would just blow up. And actually it may do now. No, okay, maybe it was an attack move command, I suppose, there from Dominator. Good worker sniper there, though, from Curious. It will delay that tunnel.
And we will move into my favorite of all favorite GLA matchups, the technical v technical aggression. I'm actually a huge fan of this.
You like that more than Buggy v Buggy?
Oh, bro, I'm all about the technical v technical. It's a much more entertaining.
It is pretty fun, yeah.
Very momentum based.
Yeah, a lot of it comes down to who has the most scrap. Whoa, that's a tech terror. Goes for... Oh, the second one didn't connect there, but even then, that second terror was on his way to the scaffold rather than the existing tunnel.
Little bit unfortunate. Dominator also securing his position on the left side of the map here. Throws down a pretty forward tunnel network. Will allow for some pretty easy worker harassment. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen any worker harassment come out yet from either of these players trying to sneak technicals through.
Well, there's been a bit of action on the right side to kind of shove their way through. This is a tech terror, I believe, though. Oh, that last rocket timed out.
Wow. Hopefully we see a tunnel pop, though. Tunnel pop, tunnel pop.
Well, but the tunnel will be able to kill the technical pretty much instantly. Nice back away there from Dominator. He avoids that tunnel. He should be able to get on the supply now.
Wasn't tech
Oh, that wasn't tech terror at all.
Yeah.
I just saw a bunch of terrorists there. Where did they go? I assumed that was it. Oh,
Maybe
okay.
not.
Maybe he has them in another technical somewhere. So, pretty big army here of quads, and there's a toxin tractor, but there is going to be a palace here. 60% done for Dominator.
Could be, turning into a costly error here machine. That's the first tunnel network going down. We'll see how far Curious decides to push this one. He might just back away. He's going to scout. That's really intelligent. Okay, right. So he's going to send a technical in to scout the area. Once he sees the palace, he should probably go for some aggression. He's seen the palace. Palace has been revealed.
Supplies are walled off. On the left side, at least. The right side, there's a demo trap there. The workers are pretty safe. And the palace has completed now. Oil cap for both of our... Oh, that's where it went. See, the tech tower got the oil
Right,
there.
okay, yeah, very smart. Yeah, we didn't end up missing that one. A few RPGs going to be sliding their way into this palace. Very hard for Curious to try and find a good engagement here. However, he'll hopefully snipe the tunnel, the oil on the way out.
He may block the retreat. No, there's no tunnel here though, so the back away is pretty secured for Curious.
Small engagement. Either our players really wanting to commit here. We see Curious going for additional supply before his palace.
3 workers here for Curious.
Yeah, it's not ideal saturation machine.
And there's 5 there. There was a bit less earlier. Yeah, only 3 workers.
We see GLA players make that mistake a lot. They just don't check their suppliers. I mean, admittedly, it's kind of harder as GLA because you sometimes pull workers for things, whereas you don't pull supply trucks or channels to build stuff. But you occasionally do pull workers in situations, or you just don't really think about looking at your worker saturation because, I mean, like, you're playing USA or USA or China, you don't look at your worker saturation. You build a supply, you build 1 more truck, you know what your saturation is. You build a supply, you build 1 more Chinook, you know what your saturation is. It really doesn't apply for GLA. You actively have to look at your worker saturation and make sure it's on point. More so than the other factions.
Yeah.
Palace has now completed Phil Curious, has been mining the middle of the map for a while as well. Hopefully if it has a few supplies in the bank, have at least caught up in terms of army supply compared to Dominator.
First black market here for Dominator. He may have a few buggies. Having the early buggy lead does make a pretty big difference. I do see a lot of quads though, and no buggies just yet. Also, demo Jarman is one advantage as well. You can blow up some important structures. Mainly the oil, but it's already destroyed. And a 4th supply being built for Curious.
I even like demo bikes against tunnel networks. We've seen that before, so.
Demolition's upgrade here. Going to be a tech terror. Should complete. Oh, what? Curious. Miss Micro. Yeah, his terrorists got gunned down. Well, one of them got gunned down by the quad. So that's, I mean, look at that. If that was a GLA demo, he definitely would have killed that one.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have a Jarman. But that was just a misplay for sure. He must maybe misclicked it because why would they run around the sides rather than just...
He might have misclicked it, and also there can be some really awkward
pathing
interactions when it comes to evacuating terrorists really close to buildings. So it's not a hard thing to do to miss micro, but players of this caliber certainly should be at the level where they can kind of avoid those issues. But yeah, I'd say it was probably a miss micro. I'm strapping myself in, machine.
Yeah.
So it's certainly heading that way. You can just tell when you're in for a long GLA mirror.
Yep.
You get it. If you see lots of tunnels and black markets being built, and there's been no engagement for a couple of minutes, you know what's going on. So 4 terrorists, probably we'll just look for a black market here.
I believe this is empty. Oh no, I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
It's only it's a fake one, so it wasn't worth the terror tech. I suppose that's one advantage of building fake. Like, he went through anyway. It delays it, but it not as advantageous as destroying an actual black market.
Yes, if you lose it in construction. So here are the demo bikes. That's going to be nice.
I hear them. There we go.
There we go. Uh-oh. Survives. Toxin tractor bait. There's the Jarman.
Wow, that Jarman must have barely survived the toxin tractor.
Is this demo bike rider new? Does he have L plates on or something? he's terrible riding. Terrible.
He doesn't even get the workers either.
Oh, what is he doing?
That was awful, man.
Okay. Well, he kind of did some damage to the supply, so he's allowed Dominator to take this one out. Has achieved his purpose, but look, it's not fantastic play. L to ride before you become a demo bike rider. Like, maybe start off as a rebel bike rider, have some oil derricks. You keep a hold of your bike, maybe do something like that.
Yeah, and then if you practice long enough, you will eventually get the honor of being a saboteur bike. Yeah. Only the best can be saboteur bikes. Looks like Dominator wins the quad trade. A lot of demo bikes now as well, so these tunnels could go down, but there's actually a few of them.
I like how demo bikes have veterancy, because,
Wait, do they really?
Yeah, he picked up scrap, so it was scrap veterancy.
Yeah.
So
well, it would actually give him more health, I suppose. You get a vet 2, you get like regen.
Yeah, so this should just go for the bike evacs. So not perfectly microed. You can micro that better. That should have taken out the tunnel network. So,
I think it's because the first terrorist was gunned down by the tunnel.
But you can micro it, so you juke the turret, evac, and then get the terrorist to blow it up. You don't always lose that terrorist, and it's why I was an advocate for demo bikes going after tunnel networks, because obviously two of them for an advocate. Two of them with the bike evacs can snipe down a tunnel network. That obviously doesn't apply to all tunnel networks, toxin tunnels, for example. Obviously, that's not going to work, but against vanilla tunnels, certainly possible.
You know what I hate the most about GLA demo? Is the fact that demo bikes one-shot supply drop zones as USA. Like, that is just painful, man.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Dominator has good control of the flanks. That's very important. Will allow the base to be destroyed. Arms dealer Palace may be a little bit exposed. Still the oil as well here. Probably the black market advantage by the looks of it. Only 2 for Curious.
Yeah, Dominator's looking pretty good, though. He's mining at the middle. We certainly can't discount the man yet. Workers are being quite active there. Look towards his primary supply. Has he even mined it out? Yeah, I mean, probably not. Look at that saturation. Terrible. 4 workers
18.
now. It's better than 5, yeah.
There's a 5k difference there.
Yeah.
Because that one worker wasn't mining. So Dominator has $5,000 of an advantage here, which is 2 black markets. Demo Rebel Ambush in the middle. Looks like he did a fair bit of damage there. And a black market's destroyed. So this game is looking worse and worse here for Curious.
Still mining up the right-hand side.
He yawns as the GLA mirror approaches 12 minutes. And that was after
if there was
Demo
a
Rebel
narrator,
Ambush.
that would be incredibly accurate, Machine.
And so, the general's gentlemen do yawn as the rockets fire at the workers.
Inevitable that they know it is, that the rocket buggy transition is coming.
I feel like this is a little bit unrealistic there. the demo trap, I think, should actually give a buff to the terrorist. It should just, like, pick up the explosives and then, like, have turn into a bomb truck or something.
It's just like, he just gives the thumbs up to the advanced demo trap, strips it of explosives, puts it on his back, and then, and then he can one-shot command centers or something.
Yeah.
So, why is this mechanic not in the game? I'm very disappointed. Have we seen Dominator's Jarman yet?
I don't think
Unless
so.
I missed it. I mean, I've seen Curious's Jarman pop up all over the place, unless Dominator was using it inside of a battle bus, but I haven't even seen Dominator with a battle bus yet, so yeah, I'm quite confused as to what's going on there.
Lol. What's this all about?
Kappa Pride.
No radar van scan yet. That will help though when he gets it. There's the Jarman. There we go.
Right, and I think I tell a lie. Maybe we have seen him on this left-hand side sniping workers. Yeah.
Don't tell lies, Blake.
I aim not to, but sometimes it happens, Machine. I do try to avoid it as much as possible. Really isn't safe working conditions running through that destroyed building. This is why workers need shoes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean, it's just been blown up by your RPGs and they expect you to run through it to go and collect supplies.
Yeah, there's a Jarman on the right side. You think it would save time pathing around the destroyed house there, but that's fine.
Yeah, Jarman being quite active now from Dominator, sniping down these workers. A nice way for GLA versus GLA to harass the supplies in the middle. Workers obviously very vulnerable to the Jarman.
I wonder if he can actually fire from that bunker.
I'm not sure. There are very weird interactions.
He found the weakness of Curious.
Oh, that's going to be 2 black markets down.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
Oh, no. The second one isn't perfectly microed. Maybe not. Oh, no, just. The explosion radius of the bikes isn't huge. I thought one of them might have been outside of the range of hitting the black market, but actually fine. Look at this piddly regular demo trap in the top right-hand corner, Machine. Look at this.
Yeah, but at least...
Just as comparison, you know.
At least this demo trap isn't surrounded by a worker.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't realize how boring the model is compared to the advanced demo trap. It's even, like, it's bigger as well.
Yeah.
Not just the fact that it has more explosives. Yeah, that's actually a little bit distracting now. Looking very emasculine. Wow.
Curious just GG's.
Curious GG's
That game
in
was over.
the very most anticlimactic tournament finale ever. But yeah, Dominator, I think definitely being the better player here. $12,000 cash difference for Dominator.
I certainly used the advantages of spawning in as demo.
Yeah.
mean, he used those demo bikes very effectively to take out the black markets.
You did, yeah. Black markets, don't forget the radar vans as well. And yeah, what else? I mean, Curious wasn't mining. Curious, he didn't get the oil derrick down. So even despite having the middle supplies, which you'd think would pull him ahead, but not quite reaching the potential. But anyway, that's going to be the 2016 World Series wrapped up. We do still have quite a few more tournament games to cast. There was recently the Dubai 0 Hour tournament from Q Club, I think it's pronounced QUE. That was actually really hype. There's a lot of photos of that. There was like this massive LAN tournament in Dubai where like Rage and Size were flown out, all expenses paid and such. Looks like a lot of fun. I do recommend check out the photos. Go to gamelyplayers.org/CNC0hour and you can have a look through the thread. Looks pretty sick, man. So we're gonna do a lot of games from that. There's actually 3 Rage vs Size series. Yeah, like one's a semi-final. I think then one is the losers bracket final, and then one is the actual grand final. It's like I ain't mad. There's Rage vs Size. Like
I'm down for casting this.
Yeah. Well, that'll wrap us up for now. So thanks for watching, and as always, be sure to subscribe for more RTS content. And if you do want to support the channel, then you can do so via our Patreon. The links are in the description, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.